way to the altar of the gods of Hollywood. Oh yeah, but nowadays Hollywood needs to stop. At least that's the opinion of two bros and a pop. Two bros and a pop. Two bros and a pop.
Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Two Bros and a Pop, the 4th episode. Thank you, Pop. I am JC Curtis. Today we have a special guest in the studio with us. It's one of our best friends growing up. He's basically like another brother. His name's Jason Shirelli.
Like Jay said, I'm Shirelli. I've known all of you guys since I was 12.
97.
Yeah, so for a very long time, I'm basically Pop's third son.
That's when the fucking movie came
brother
out.
to these guys. Hopefully this is the first of many appearances. Looking forward to it.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll gauge that.
Don't catch your chicken.
We'll have my people call your people. We'll do lunch.
Yeah, we'll work out a contract.
And he's a Dallas fan, but we won't hold that against him.
Yeah, I will.
Well, you might.
We might.
I know. You know I do.
Absolutely.
Well, we have a plethora of NFL teams today.
Plethora?
The 49ers, the
Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles, and the Dallas Cowgirls.
Yeah.
Them
That's
boys.
just me.
They them boys.
Them boys.
Yeah,
How you like them boys nowadays?
them boys are going right in the toilet.
And
this
my
year.
wife doesn't watch football, so let's move on. As you know, we start our episodes with the scoop on what's going on in Hollywood. So, Mark?
Okay. This story is a bit older than usual, but it had to be talked about on this podcast. And it's not Disney. It's not the Evil Empire. No, well, that does involve this. But apparently the new hit movie Wicked, which, Jay, you saw Wicked.
I did.
How was that movie?
Long.
Thank you.
Oh my God, did you actually watch that fucking movie?
Yeah, we went and saw it last weekend for our anniversary, Christmas.
Oh, okay. By the way, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Happy anniversary. How long? How many?
15 years.
Shit. You ain't got shit.
Okay.
Well,
You're just getting over the bumps.
Wicked, the toy line that went out to all the major retailers, Walmart, Target.
Is transgender.
No. Well, maybe. I don't know. They're toys. They're as anatomically correct as a Ken doll.
There's a man, John, huh?
The toys were a big hit.
What?
It was almost like the Turbo Man of the year. Now, on the back of the packaging, it says, please visit www.wicked.com. It was supposed to say
Wicked, the movie.
themovie.com. However, they forgot the movie. And Pop, do you know what wicked.com is?
Is it?
It's a porn
It's
site.
a porn site.
Adult entertainment.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Wicked.com.
I'm gonna have to break that down right now, folks.
Well, don't do that now. You never know what you're going to get.
Yep.
There's a big to-do.
They all had to get recalled.
Johnny, did you go and do the QR code for Wicked?
I saw this week. I saw this week Mattel is being sued because mother's daughter went on the website. So Mattel's got a lawsuit against them now because of it.
Yeah,
The first of many, I'm
I'm sure.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah, she's going to be the next Hawk Tua girl.
And while we're on that subject, Hawk Tua girl might be going to jail.
Who's that?
Oh, let me tell you. Okay, you know those man on the street interviews that everyone does and
She's
think
a
they're
spitter.
clever?
Look at me,
No.
Jefferson. You know I don't.
Okay, you know those
Is she a swallower or a spit?
Just
So,
hear me
so
out.
this past summer, they interviewed this girl.
Okay.
on the
And
street.
She was drunk with her friend
In
and
Tennessee.
They
Random?
asked her what's a move in bed that she does that makes the guys go crazy every time.
And her
response was, "You got to give them that Hawk Tua
Hawk
and
Tua.
spit on that thing."
And she's a millionaire now because she
as
went
they
viral.
say, went viral.
She went viral, and she has merchandise line, everything like that. Yep.
Yeah.
Her own podcast.
She has her own
What, a glossy
podcast.
dildo with
Maybe.
running over it?
She has her own podcast, which is surprisingly doing well.
Good for her.
No, it's not surprising. This is the fucking society we live in.
So this-
no,
this-
good for her, man. This
this
is America,
past
Jack.
week-
Hang on.
But here's the
Good
thing.
for her. I don't know why somebody was going around on the street
does.
asking randos their opinion about sex.
See, I would do
What
that.
are you
Oh, I would do
doing?
that.
What are you doing?
They're in Nashville, so they were doing a man
Hold
on the
on,
street.
hold on. But then the other thing is, this girl was made famous by saying the dumbest
Yep.
crap that she could possibly
Because
say.
it was catchy.
Hockalooey.
Why is she getting sued?
Why is she
So
being sued?
apparently, this past week, she came out with her own version of crypto, like whatever.
Virgin?
Version.
Version.
Yeah.
Version.
You said
Oh,
virgin.
that's
I know, it
that's
came
what
out
happened
wrong.
a lot.
Okay, go ahead.
And it took off,
The Hockalooey girl.
skyrocketed. Yeah,
$500 million in the stock market.
In crypto.
instantly.
Crypto. In
And then minutes later, tanked.
Really?
It tanked $440 million in
And
minutes.
from what I heard, she cashed out right away.
Yeah.
And now words like insider trading and stuff
She's
like that
being
is being
sued
thrown
by
around.
tons of people.
So do they think it's insider trading?
That's
That's what it
possible.
That's what it
She's gonna
sounds
get
like.
Money laundering.
So she might be going to jail.
Yeah.
Pop,
Yeah.
Pop.
You'll hawk two on it.
It-
I'll tell you what.
The stock crashed so hard, I thought Disney was involved.
Seriously, it dropped from.
You don't like Disney, do you?
Not anymore. No.
It dropped from 500
Every
million.
show you say some kind of derogatory
That's insane.
comment about Disney.
You want me to say something nice?
Yeah.
All right. Inside Out 2 was good.
How do you
Rock
feel
again.
about Disney, Shirelli?
Do you have Disney Plus?
I do.
No.
With Disney Plus, I think they're making way too many superhero spin-offs and movies and whatnot, and that's probably why I'm, like most people, done with superhero movies for a while.
How do
It's
you
all
feel
watered
about
down.
the sexual orientation? How they're teaching the wokeness?
Shouldn't be.
Thank you.
Kids are too young to be learning that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. Let them be fucking kids. I agree.
Okay.
That's why we don't have
So
Disney
yeah,
Plus.
you wanted me to say something nice about Disney? Inside Out 2 was good. Other than that,
I
there's
didn't see
shit. That mouse needs to stop.
All right, so today we start our holiday segment and our segue into the holidays with the awesomely funny
If you okay.
Jingle All the Way, starring
Bullshit.
Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Blowjob!
Rita Wilson, Phil Hartman, Sinbad, and other people.
Sinbad? That's his actual name?
His name is Sinbad. Yeah, he's a comedian.
His given name is David Adkins.
Yes, it is.
I mean, David Atkins sounds better than fucking Sinbad.
We all know his name, don't we?
Like I said, it stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, Phil Hartman, Sinbad, Rita Wilson, and that's
Jake Lloyd.
and
Jake Lloyd.
Jake Lloyd. Curtis Armstrong
Phil
makes an
Hartman.
appearance. I said Phil Hartman.
Rita Wilson.
I said Rita Wilson.
He's
Belushi.
He's Jim Belushi.
Yeah, that's a cameo. It doesn't star him.
Robert Conrad. Bobby.
He was more of a stuntman than he was an actor.
He was.
That's true.
That's real life.
It's really he's
In Wild Wild West, when they filmed in Wild Wild West, the original series.
Not the movie.
Before the horrible movie. No,
I like that movie.
I didn't like it at all.
It's
Robert
bad.
Conrad did all his stunts.
Anyway, the cast. The cast is great. I'll give you that.
They are.
There's one element of this movie. Well, you go ahead. You finish your first impressions.
First impressions, it just looks like a movie that really gets you in the holiday spirit. If you're a parent looking for that special toy for your kid and you have to go all over fucking Oblivion to find it.
He goes to 3 stores.
And of course, no, he doesn't. He goes all over the fucking place. And of
Radio
course,
station.
he didn't get it when he was supposed to.
You know what Turbo Man is to me? Dreamcast.
Okay.
Or the Furby.
Go ahead.
But yeah, so, he obviously didn't get it because he was supposed to get it, didn't listen to his wife, and absolutely chaos ensues for this man. I was a little on the fence about Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I still am, but I think he pulls it off in this movie. I think the other accommodating casts are pretty good too. Like Phil Hartman plays an awesome dickbag neighbor. He really does. Rita Wilson is she's so fucking sexy. I don't care.
I can't believe she's married to
That's Tom Hanks' wife, yes.
Since '88, I believe.
Yeah, they met on the set of Volunteers.
She is not 88 years old.
No,
was
since
married
88.
since
Since 88. No, she's like in her 70s, though. She is in her 70s.
He's quick to fact check me.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen
I
it.
thought you said that she's fucking 88.
No.
I was like, she ain't 88
She's
years
still-
old.
They've been married.
She's actually a very talented actress, and almost everything she's in, as
Yeah.
long as Tom Hanks is in it, she's in it.
Yeah.
and a musician.
Well, Tom Hanks wasn't in fucking Jingle All the Way, unless you saw him. I didn't see him.
He was one of the Santas.
He was-
Maybe.
Call me back, no Santa! Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Jay, Shirelli, quick question for you. How much weed do you have to imbibe to enjoy this movie?
I saw this movie when it came out in fucking movie theaters.
You were
In 97, I was 11 years old. 11 years
yeah.
old.
You didn't know any better.
I didn't. No, I thought going to the movies was cool, so we went to the movies back then. Okay, so we went, and I had a blast watching
This movie
It makes me feel like getting into the holiday spirit. This is the first movie I watched that helped me get into the holiday
It
spirit.
gives me constipation.
Of course it does.
This fucking.
I don't understand your hatred for this movie.
It's okay. Look, Phil Hartman.
Especially if you're a parent who's been in this very compromising position.
The movie's not bad. I don't like it. Don't get me wrong about that. Let's make no mistake about that.
No, the movie's bad.
It's bad. Arnold Schwarzenegger is not a slapstick comic.
All right, I'm just gonna.
He's not a comic at all.
He's not an actor.
I'm not the pervert. I just trying to get Turbo Man doll.
Okay, look, I'm gonna say this. Any movie that Schwarzenegger is in,
He's playing Schwarzenegger.
where he doesn't kill at least 10 guys, it ain't worth watching.
Exactly.
So
Commando.
mainly
So-
you don't like the movie because of Arnold.
He really does take it out of his.
So there was anybody else.
And because he didn't grab anybody and kill them.
Yes.
this is a no-brainer. This is a
He
horrible
did beat
movie
the shit out of a lot of hobo Santas.
And as I'm watching that scene, you know what I'm thinking to myself?
Dick your holes, bubba.
As I'm watching this scene, you know what I'm
Big
thinking to
Show.
myself?
Yeah, right?
Big show.
I thought it was Hulk Hogan at first.
Nope.
He's beating up all these Santas, and all I could think of with myself was, this was Commando. This was the Predator. This was the fucking T-800 from Terminator, for fuck's sake. And what do we got? The pervert.
Yeah.
I'm not pervert.
I'm not a pervert. I just was looking for Turbo Man doll.
I really, really
Don't like the movie.
don't like Arnold in it.
No.
Sinbad, he's passable.
Yeah.
Because a lot of his lines were improvised.
Yeah.
Actually, Arnold's were too.
Yeah, because he couldn't remember the script.
And he can't
No,
talk.
I'm-
right.
I-
Says you.
I'm kidding. That was a joke.
But can I reiterate here?
No, please.
He did the movie because he had just had kids and he wanted to be in a family movie, which a lot of actors do.
Then do
Whether
Kindergarten
it's-
Cop 2.
Just because you're an actor
Another horror
doesn't mean
I didn't like it.
that you should make a Christmas movie.
It's a great movie.
No, you know what? You're right though. A lot of actors do this. You're right. No, I'm not being facetious.
They do.
They do. Fucking Schwarzenegger did Jingle All the Way. Ice Cube did Are We There Yet?
That was an awful movie.
Are we there yet?
Yeah, don't.
It's pretty
Don't
bad.
watch
Don't
it.
watch it.
Boys in the Hood to Are We There Yet? Are you fucking kidding
I
me?
don't know what that is. I have no frame of
Yeah,
reference to that.
take your.
Charlie, how do you feel about this movie?
I enjoyed it. When I was a kid, I enjoyed it. Rewatched it this past week.
Directly from the mouth of babes.
It holds up for what it is. It's a feel-good Christmas movie.
This is a man that loves the Dallas Cowgirls, folks. He has no
This
frame
has
of
nothing
reference.
to do with the Dallas
It's
Cowboys.
absolutely
His,
not.
Absolutely
his
nothing.
taste sucks. That's what it is.
That's
Let
not
it go.
true.
No, let it go.
Hang
It's
on.
not an award-winning.
Hang
No,
on.
no, it's a
Movie,
popcorn
it's
film.
a Christmas
It's a
movie.
movie to be a movie.
His
That's it.
taste in shows and movies. He actually holds the gold standard. He does not put his seal of approval lightly, except for Jeff, who lives at home.
That was not me.
Fuck is that?
That's
it's
an
so
long
bad.
story.
What is that?
Jeff Alusa.
Look it up. It's a bad
lives at
Jason
home.
Segel movie.
Jeff. Oh, is that where he lives on a couch, basically?
It's fucking terrible, dude.
Yeah, it's not good.
What's it called?
Jason Sudeikis.
Jeff, who lives at home.
Maybe.
With Steven Seagal.
No,
No.
Jason Segel. You know what? That would have been
The
better.
guy who played Marshall in How I Met Your Mother.
He doesn't watch that.
Oh, okay. I don't watch
He
that.
would Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Forgetting
I
Sarah
never saw
Marshall.
that either.
I love that.
He was the naked guy in it.
I would also show it's not evil.
He got the big lips.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, sure.
He's got like a little.
He likes to
thing
show his
going on.
penis in films.
Does he?
Yes.
He well hung. By the
Is he?
way. Yeah.
Not what?
He's got one going.
Or the stunt double that fills this
He's hung
one.
like a
Yeah.
sunflower seed. What the fuck are you talking about?
What penis? What kind of penis do you have that looks like a sunflower
Where
seed?
he fucking where he drops his shit and he's like, I wasn't impressed.
I never saw his dick, so I can't. I have no frame of reference.
But no, this
Now we were talking about Christmas movies.
we are, and
We're talking about the cast.
This is what we do.
So,
we
no,
we
I'm
go
just- you know-
off the deep end.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. He
not-
shouldn't be in this fucking movie.
He's not a slapstick comedy.
No, he's not.
He's not.
Not at
he's
all.
not a comedian.
We don't know.
Getting back to my point about him having to kill people to be a hit. Name me. Wait, I'm going to give you the list of movies where Arnold Schwarzenegger doesn't kill people.
Okay.
Junior.
Ugh.
What the hell's that?
That's the movie where he's
Where he got
pregnant.
pregnant?
Where he's pregnant with
Danny DeVito.
DeVito.
The twins.
No.
No, Junior.
Oh, I never saw that one.
Don't.
It was basically a spin-off of Twins. Like,
Mine.
Twins came out, and right after that came Junior, and
No.
Junior was fucking awful.
Okay. Well, Twins wasn't even better.
I like Twins.
Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
Doesn't kill anybody in this movie. He kills 2 people in Kindergarten Cop, so that makes it a good movie. I'll take it. It's passable. Kindergarten Cop has its moments.
He was a cop.
He ain't gonna be no dead man.
Yes, that's funny.
Go ahead.
Oh my God, I had a bunch of movies where he didn't kill people.
All right, move on.
Running
Batman
Man.
and Robin.
Running Man.
Batman and Robin. He doesn't kill anybody in Batman and
No,
Robin.
he just freezes them to death.
Yeah, they don't die.
He does.
You don't know
He
that.
actually does. He kills the audience
no,
with boredom.
I forgot about that.
I will freeze the city. Then I will hold Gotham ransom. Unless the city bows to my demands. It's winter forever here in Gotham. The city fathers will have no choice but to give me the billions I need to complete my research.
How can
Yeah.
you forget about that terrible fucking movie?
What a
He,
horrible
he
movie.
kills the audience with boredom.
Yeah.
Like, it's just all, let's chill.
Let's
What about Running Man? Running Man.
He kills people in Running
Does
Man.
he? I don't
yeah,
remember that.
yeah.
I like
He
Running
kills
Man.
Richard Dawson.
Well,
and then
he
Richard
should.
Dawson killed himself.
It's one of my favorite movies by Arnold
That's not
Schwarzenegger.
funny.
It's called Eraser. It's a.
He kills people in that
no
movie.
shit. It's called Eraser.
See, all the
it's not
movies-
Eraser
who's
with
that?
pencil.
Is Schwarzenegger in that?
Yeah, he's like basically.
I thought Neeson was in that movie.
No, it's Taken.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm one of the 20 people that liked Last Action Hero.
Yeah, you are.
Can we,
19.
Can
I never
we,
saw
can
it,
we
so
just say that this movie would be better if Liam Neeson did it?
Yeah.
I'd watch that movie.
Yeah, he's got somewhat of a personality.
And he
you
can
ever-
do comedy.
Have
Yeah.
you ever
Funny.
seen his impression
It would
of
be
Santa
funny.
Claus on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
I know that you were sleeping. Like he starts. Oh my God! It's funny because he does his
Jay.
Liam Neeson like.
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
Or, Shirley, what was the name of that movie where Seth MacFarlane, the Western?
A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Liam Neeson is funny in that movie.
I can't watch
What's it
that
called?
movie.
A Million Ways to Die in the West.
It's
That's
funny.
funny.
I
That's
can't
funny,
watch
yeah.
that
That's
movie,
good.
and I
Who
can't
is-
watch The Ridiculous Six. Oh,
Well, no,
That
that
movie is
no.
crap.
But if you watch Ted 2, the Liam Neeson cameo is one of the funniest
With
parts
the-
of that
with the
movie.
tricks.
I hate Ted.
He walks
2.
up to the counter where Ted the teddy bear is working, and he has a box of tricks in his hand, and he looks at him, and he's doing the Taken character. He looks at Ted, he goes, "I come to understand that this cereal is strictly for children. Is that right?" And Ted goes,
All right.
"No, you can. Adults can eat it too. That's not our policy." He goes, "If I buy it, will I be followed?" It's funny.
Okay.
And then at the end of the movie,
You
he
gotta
comes
be there.
He comes back in the store with a box of tricks, and he's all
He's
beat
got
up.
the shit beat out of him. It's hilarious.
Both Teds are all.
No, they're not.
Oh my
they're
God.
good.
If you're in the Family Guy, you'll be into it because Seth MacFarlane's voice.
I
is
like
the
Seth
voice of
MacFarlane.
Ted. Well, then watch
He would,
Ted.
he would like
great.
Ted's.
It's
then.
got
Yeah,
fucking
they're
Mark
good.
Wahlberg in it, and that's a no-go for me. Yeah. It's a
No,
no-go.
yeah, hang on. And
The only funny part of fucking Ted was, oh, I hear the fat kid running. The fat kid running. That part, fucking, I died when I heard that.
No.
Oh, I hear the fat kid running.
Do I have to wash my hands to play this game?
Oh yeah, that's a
fucking
weird
question.
fucking question.
No.
And Giovanni Ribisi does this
That's funny.
weird like dance.
What fucking song? I think we're
Think we're
alone
alone
now.
now, yep.
And he's doing this weird dance to it.
The rest of it is garbage.
No.
The rest
No,
of it
it's
is
not.
just awful.
Patrick Warburton's funny in it. Ryan Reynolds is in it. I don't even think he has any lines in that movie.
He doesn't.
does
He just stands there and
Yeah.
smiles. That's it.
No, the Ted movies are funny, and
It's also got Joel McHale in it, and I can't fucking
and
stand Joel
the
McHale.
Ted TV series is actually pretty good too.
I'm good. Move on.
But anyway,
Man, move on.
getting back to this movie.
He's got a big teddy bear, right?
No,
teddy
he's not
bear
very
talks.
big.
No.
He's alive.
The teddy bear that
Alive
talks.
is yeah. Nah,
Okay.
nah.
Talks, has sex with cashiers.
Back to Jingle All the Way.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, can we just talk about a good movie?
Yeah, really.
No.
All right. Anybody other than Arnold? Sinbad's passable. Rita Wilson plays a good. Although I will be honest, I think Rita Wilson as the mom is a little too hard on the dad. He's trying to make his fucking all that luxury she has is because he's working his ass off.
Okay, but at the same time,
He's
got to make.
she reminded him fucking weeks
he's
ago
being a
to get.
deadbeat
He's
dad
being
at
a
the same
dick.
time.
I don't know
Yeah.
about deadbeat.
As a father of three,
You just things slip your mind.
you make time for your family, no matter how busy you are. I work 10, 12 hours a day. Every day. You know that. You guys know that. But I always made time for you guys.
And remember, you're my number one customer.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But anyway, go ahead.
See, your impression is proving my point. Arnold Schwarzenegger sounds like a fucking retard.
So they originally they considered Tim Allen for the role.
You can't say
They
retard.
did.
So,
Yeah.
Tim Allen for
for the role of
Howard
Howard.
Weinstein.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Mentally
was
discharged?
good in Christmas with the Cranks. I
I
enjoyed
didn't see that. I haven't seen that.
I enjoyed that movie. I did. Did you see Christmas?
Well, no, but I think that would have been better than Schwarzenegger, but it would have been a little too close to the Santa Claus.
But here's the thing: Arnold Schwarzenegger was it back at this point in time. He was doing all these fucking movies, and they picked a guy who looked like Turbo Man. You know, like you couldn't pick Danny DeVito to be Turbo Man. He would be Booster.
It would have been a better movie. That would have been a great cameo for Danny DeVito.
I'm just saying that this movie fits him because he is, he's the big, strong
He's the
dad.
quintessential Turbo Man.
Exactly.
Can we talk?
He's got the Austrian accent, like the original Turbo Man in the beginning of the movie.
He had no accent.
Yes, he did.
He did not have an accent.
Nah.
He did.
By the way, let me just throw this out there. Shirley, please enlighten us. Your Superman theory. Your Superman theory. Go.
Okay, so this is one of the parts of this movie that bothered me a lot when he's dressed up as Turbo Man and he catches his kid and then takes him back to his mom and they don't recognize him by his voice or his face just because his hair is covered.
Look.
Which
Who am I? Who am I?
exactly, which is and Mark calls it my Superman
Who am I?
theory.
Who am I?
Because it's the main reason why I can't stand Superman.
It's the truth.
Because hey guys, I'm Clark Kent. I am Superman. You don't recognize me.
Yeah.
Like
It's like John Cena. You don't see this.
You can't see me.
They can't see me.
By the way, just saying, when Turbo Man flies
That's a good
in,
point.
when
That's a hell of a theory,
Schwarzenegger,
and I like it.
when Schwarzenegger flies in and catches his son, if he had let that little bastard hit the ground, we could have saved Phantom Menace.
Well, that's true too.
Let it go, man.
No,
Let it go.
I'm Anakin Skywalker,
Let
and I'm
it
a
go.
person.
And it's
Get the
funny,
fuck
you'd
outta
never
here.
suspect anybody with a turbo jetpack would be a professional user of that.
Fucking A. He catches on pretty fucking quick,
I
doesn't he?
started to get the heck of this.
He would have
Let
been
us
dead.
pray.
I told
He would
Shirley,
have been dead.
a
Right?
turbo jetpack shoots you into a brick wall head first,
You're
and
dead.
you don't immediately die.
You become that wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, it's the same thing as
Now,
the cop with the
granted,
bomb.
Fallout 4,
Right,
Fallout
I said
series,
that too.
I'm great.
I was like, if this guy blew up, there was as
Yeah.
close proximity as he was, everybody in that fucking area would be dead.
Yeah.
How many years on the bomb squad?
And again, I know it's Hollywood. We're supposed to suspend our disbelief and all
We
that.
are because it's a Christmas
Hold
movie.
on. There is the whole suspend your belief sort of thing, but you also have to make it believable to
Thank
pull
you.
it off. Like
Yeah.
you have
I believe
to
it.
try.
I believe there's a warehouse out there with fake ass faux gazy Santa Clauses fucking making crazy fucking toys that are broken.
with a lot
and
of
selling
little
them
I'm
out.
sure stuff like that exists, but
That movie has more little people in it than Wizard of Oz, the original.
And the upcoming Snow White movie.
I love it when he says, "It's the Grinch." Scatter. That's just perfect.
No, dude, the Santa Claus bit was actually, that was funny.
That was believable.
It was
Because
believable.
black
It happens.
market,
It's
man.
black
Come
market.
on.
It's
And
black market.
How is Howard not in jail at the end of this movie for all the
For all the
crimes he
shit he did.
commits?
I said that. I said that last night. I was like, all the shit that he did. He broke into a house. He set it on fire. Both his
Impersonated a cop, assaulted a cop, destruction of property.
Several times he assaulted the cop.
By the way, you broke my little mirror.
My little
he,
mirror.
for the record, he dropped his own fucking coffee. Okay.
And I'm just gonna throw this out there. That cop would not. The movie was made in what, 97?
97.
There's no fucking way that cop will be riding a motorcycle from the 80s. It was a 1980 Kawasaki.
But this guy,
Was it really?
This
I
guy.
didn't take
But
notice
here's the
of it.
thing: this guy was an old school stuntman.
Yeah, he was.
and that's probably the
In
bike.
real
That he
life.
was, it was probably the bike that he was most familiar with.
let's talk
It
about.
was probably his.
By the way,
Yeah,
you
right.
want to talk about believability, Chris? What are the fucking what city is this movie set in?
Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Yeah, at the Mall of America.
St. Paul,
Minneapolis?
Minnesota.
Okay,
St.
all
Paul,
right.
Minnesota.
What are the fucking shit? Now, I don't know about Minnesota. I've never been to Minnesota, but I will say this. There's got to be more than one fucking cop to run into in the fucking Minneapolis area. He runs into this guy 3 or 4 fucking times.
First
That's
of all,
the joke of the movie.
here's a fun
the
little-
joke of the movie is that got made.
No.
This is one of Pop's fun-filled facts.
Oh, boy.
If you live in Minnesota, remember the movie where it says you put some chains on your tires?
Let the rest of them change around
They're
you.
illegal in Minnesota.
They
Oh.
are. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just a public service
movie-
announcement, people.
This movie was filmed in St. Paul, Minnesota. Because the Mall of America is there, and everybody knows that the Mall of America is in Minnesota.
So they actually shot
Yes.
on location.
Yes.
Yeah, except for the parade scene that was
Parade
filmed.
scene.
That was filmed in Florida, California.
And the
Universal
warehouse
Studios.
scene with the Santa Clauses was in Pasadena, California.
Yeah, so some of it was filmed in California.
But when Jim Belushi,
James Belushi.
same thing.
Yeah,
It's the
call him
same
James.
thing. His friends call him Jim.
You're Jim.
I'm Jim.
Can I be Jim?
Anyway,
James Belushi's a pot farmer. I told you that.
Yes, he is.
yes, good for him.
Good for him.
Okay, so how did you feel about the cast of the movie? You're good?
So, I mean, it probably would have been better without Arnold.
It would have been.
Somebody else better in that role. Sinbad, they originally wanted Joe Pesci for that role.
That's
true.
fucking weird.
That is true.
And then they also considered, ironically enough, the other wet bandit, the guy that played Marv, was also considered
Stern.
for this.
I could see Daniel Stern.
I think
Joe
he would have been
Pesci,
really
I
good.
think Daniel
I
Stern
really
would have
think
been really
he would
good.
have been a good Sinbad.
Yeah. Because Sinbad was just...
Byron. His name was Byron.
I want
Yeah, I know,
Joe
but
Pesci
it's
and
weird
Liam
the way
Yeah.
he just
I want these
shows
two
up.
people.
What?
Liam Neeson and Joe Pesci.
I want these people.
I know. I was sleepy.
I'm just saying, Arnold just takes the movie. It just takes it out of it for me.
Look,
It's not believable.
this
Not at all.
is really cool.
And they throw that bodybuilding line in there for no reason.
Yeah.
Because
You can't bench press your way out of
nothing
this
in the
one.
movie about him being a bodybuilder,
Not
and
at
then they
all.
just throw that
not at
random
all.
line
Okay,
in
but what
there.
about when the reindeer's running at him? Oh, you picked the wrong day.
Give it a good old
Yeah, you know what? He could have at least killed the reindeer. Maybe that would have been passable. No fucking reindeer is that rabbit.
Well, they can be aggressive.
Not like that.
And first of all,
He's going to take that.
That reindeer had
reindeer-
canines.
the reindeer, the antlers.
This is a goof in the movie. Go ahead.
Did anybody notice that the antlers
Had velvet on them.
had velvet?
Well, it was a puppet.
That
The
should have been-
close-ups
No,
were-
it wasn't.
Yeah,
It was a real reindeer.
They should have been.
No, the close-up shots though.
But it was a real
The
reindeer.
velvet should have been off the antlers in August.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
but
true.
hang on. That's your problem with this movie.
What?
The-
Well, at least he
the-
gave the reindeer beer after he punched it.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, he was giving whiskey. He was giving liquor.
No, he was giving him beer.
Really?
Yeah, he poured beer in his
He had a
dish.
6-pack of beer.
Didn't he have?
When he's like, I gotta keep my promise, and he poured the
No,
rest of his beer in
fucking,
the dish.
no, the mailman was drinking.
Oh, okay.
That's why you don't get your mail, because the
Hang
guy's
on.
drunk.
Speaking of drinking, if you notice the part in the movie where Arnold pictures Jake Lloyd, his son, drinking the whiskey,
That
here's
was
to you.
probably
Dad.
real, man.
That was actually a premonition of things to come
You
for
know
Jake
it, yeah.
Lloyd.
Yeah, that kid.
There he is now.
He's
No,
just, there's that kid, another casualty of Hollywood and being
apparently,
a kid
he
too
couldn't
young.
handle. He gave up acting after the Phantom Menace.
Well,
And
rightfully so. Like,
because he was fucking terrible. George Lucas saw Jingle All the Way and thought that kid will be great to ruin Star Wars. Anyway, can we we'll talk about the cast? Can we talk about Phil Hartman?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
talk about how awesome
Rest
he
in
was.
peace.
He's the only good part. He's the only real actor. The good acting performance in this movie.
I would have him dead.
Amen. That's how good
Yeah,
he
if
is.
I call up after having a shitty day of like trying to find my kid a toy and I can't
He
find
was
it, he's
my
like,
Kevin.
"You want me
This
to go
guy hitting on my wife,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, she's in the shower. You want me to go take a look? I wouldn't even tell you I'm coming home. I would just show the fuck up.
I will say
then
this.
I would kill him.
Hoping to God I caught something going on here.
Yep.
I will say this. I did laugh out loud when the son says, "Mom's out back petting Ted."
That is
That
right.
was funny.
That was funny.
That was funny. But
eat my cookie? Who told you could eat my cookie?
Phil
Put the
Hartman.
cookie down! No!
Put that cookie down now!
It's awful.
that's at the top of Jay's note list.
It is. Put the
that-
cookie down.
I'm just, if you take Phil Hartman, he is perfect in this role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to kill him by the end of this movie.
Oh yeah.
He's Troy McClure.
He-
You might remember him from such
You know, he's
films.
not the only one from The Simpsons in that movie.
Yep.
No? Who else is
The lady in the fur coat
Yep.
is the voice of Lisa Simpson.
Yep.
That was Yeardley.
Yep.
What, oh, Smith? Yeardley Smith?
I thought it was Shepard Smith.
I could be wrong about that, but wow, talk about taking one role and just going with it for your entire career.
He had several voices in The Simpsons.
He did.
Hartman. He did several voices.
Well,
People used to have more talent.
amen. And sadly,
he was taken away from us too soon.
we all know how that happened.
Yeah, his wife.
Well,
his wife got all coked up on from. His wife got coked up from coke that she got from Andy Dick.
And then later that year,
Is
after
that a
Yes.
fact? Factual
and
fact?
then
Is
that night,
and then that,
night.
hang on, and then years the next time they were on set for news radio, John Lovitz, the best friend of Phil Hartman,
attacked him.
took over the role of the. I've never seen the show, so
News
apparently
Radio's pretty good.
on set. Backstage, John Lovitz punched out Andy Dick when he found out.
Yeah.
This was not
John
backstage.
Levant.
This was not backstage on set. This was at a local club that they're a comedy club they went to. I read that or I watched that documentary. What happened was they were at a comedy club
Yeah.
and Andy Dick came in, being Andy Dick, touching people, licking them,
Licking people.
dudes,
He's a weirdo.
dudes, females, dogs, whatever. And John Lovitz just had enough.
Yeah.
And I
I can't picture John
I
Levant.
can't
Can anybody picture John Lovitz being violent?
I can't
No.
picture Jay Sherman fighting somebody. Jay Sherman is a critic, so don't. I can't picture him throwing a punch. I just
No.
can't do it.
What
But
are these numbers?
Well, if you're
Yeah.
gonna do it to someone small like Andy Dick.
right,
yeah.
yeah, right.
I think anybody could knock out fucking Andy Dick. Pauly Shore can knock out Andy Dick.
But rest in peace, Phil Hartman.
Yeah,
Phil
take
Hartman.
it too soon. Your last.
Phil Hartman did 20 voices in The Simpsons.
Wow. And by the way, I'm so glad that his last movie was not this movie. Phil Hartman's last movie was Small Soldiers, which I enjoyed.
I like that movie.
Bangkok, Oriental City.
Dare I say this? But what didn't we like about the movie?
We don't have that kind
And
of time.
clear your fucking schedules, everybody, because
I liked. All right. I liked Hartman. I liked Sinbad. He's passable. I liked Arnold's wife. Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Sorry.
Neger.
Schwarzenegger.
Whatever his name
just
is.
call him Arnold.
Arnold. He's not a slapstick comic. He's not a comic. He's just Arnold.
But I don't think he's trying to be a comic in
Oh,
this
yes,
movie.
he is.
I don't think so.
Oh, no way I'm gonna sit on your lap.
Yeah, I don't like it.
He's better than he is.
The movie could have been a lot better without him. Although I love Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, I do. But
Yeah, I love this fucking movie.
I didn't. I didn't like it. Let's put it that way. I already give it a 2.
We're not there yet.
I know. Go ahead, move on.
My first, or my things I don't like about the movie,
I want to stop talking about.
I can't find anything wrong with this movie.
The best part about that movie.
Why?
Are you fucking
The
serious?
best part about that movie was the end credits.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's obviously been touched on, but Arnold as the lead probably could have had a better lead. Basically, he gets rewarded for being a bad dad. I mean,
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
he was
yeah,
told,
he
told to pick up the toy for his kid, didn't do it.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, we already said how many crimes he committed in this movie,
Yeah.
and it's just basically he gets awarded for being a bad dad.
Yeah.
Ages.
They ran away from a bomb situation.
Well, they didn't. Well,
Which almost killed, which realistically
killed, yeah.
would have killed everybody in that fucking area, that blast area.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this.
What do you
He was
It's-
10 years in a bomb squad, Sparky.
It's one of the. I will say this
How
about
many
the
years
movie.
was
As
that?
far as this is one of the only good things I can say about the whole fucking movie.
We're not on good things, we're on bad things.
Oh, okay. Well, I got that too. Let's see. The writing is atrocious. The dialogue is shit.
Amen.
What do you want? A fucking. You want an Academy Award for a Christmas movie?
So,
A Christmas Story was so much. It was written better. You could do a well-written Christmas movie. Christmas Vacation is extremely well written. A Christmas Story. Fucking.
White Christmas.
Scrooged is a better fucking Christmas comedy.
Mark, given the fact that you hate the writing in this movie so much, you'll find it interesting that this was actually stolen.
No.
Yeah, George
That's
Lucas.
true. It was.
Yeah.
Stole it.
He stole it.
Who would
So-
steal this piece
No,
of
it-
shit?
it was
this,
George Lucas.
this movie idea originally was from a Detroit high school teacher.
That's true.
Named Brian Webster.
That is
And
true.
So he called it "Could
No,
This
he's
Be
right.
Christmas?" It was written in 1994. He took the idea of 20th Century Fox, and they basically said we're not interested. And then 2 years later, came out with Jingle All the Way.
That's true.
So he ended up suing them, and they rewarded him $19 million for it. And then it ended up being reduced to 1.5.
They gave him chocolate
And they
kisses.
never saw a dime of that money.
Yeah, they ended up.
No one saw a dime of that money.
Meanwhile, Arnold got paid $20 million for
How
this
about
piece
that?
of
For that
shit.
Piece of shit.
Forget this ball, I'm sitting on your lap.
But anyway,
That's
Crazy.
that's like
true.
leaving a fucking Hugo.
Where the fuck did you go for that? Wikipedia? or
No, it was
something?
on IMDb.
That's like leaving a piece of shit
I
car
must have
out.
been really stoned last night because I went to IMDb.
How the fuck do you say I'm gonna steal this idea? Well, apparently
It's happened in Hollywood
do you
every
know-
day, bro.
Do you know
Every day.
Do you know how this movie fell in Arnold's lap? Did you guys see that?
Yeah, his agent took it to him.
No, idiot. No, no.
That's what happens.
No. This apparently Arnold for 2 years was working on his pet project. It was going to be a remake of the 1970s Planet of the Apes.
You go to be the ape.
All of them.
Get your
All
hands
of them.
off me, you damn dirty ape.
The one-man ape show.
Shut up. That's not true.
Yes, it is.
What was he going to play?
That is true.
I don't know
doing
that.
a remake it.
He was going to do it.
Cornelius. Yeah.
But apparently when that fell through,
Testing.
when that fell through, the studio gave him this one, and that's how it fell into
off.
Arnold's lap.
These kind of backwards deals happen all the time in Hollywood. Every day of the minute, there's an agent out there trying to catch another picture for their top client and top star. I'm telling you, this happens more than you
Okay,
think.
well, Arnold Schwarzenegger should have been fired for bringing this movie to him.
This movie is awesome.
How would you pitch this movie to Schwarzenegger? You just finished True Lies, a mega hit.
Good movie.
That
Yeah.
was a good movie.
That wasn't much.
You're about to do The Sixth Day, ew.
That was a
So honestly, I don't really know that it had to be pitched to him because a lot of these Hollywood actors, especially ones that do action movies, they want to do family-friendly films.
Not to mention,
so they're looking to broaden their horizons.
to prove that they're versatile actors.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
and
they
I told
did.
you, Arnold Schwarzenegger has children, and this is why he took this role.
Because he hates his kids.
No,
Because he's egotistical and he thought he could do it. And he can't.
I don't know if Arnold Schwarzenegger hates his children. I mean, he loves the maid. He did.
We're not going there.
The cast in this movie, it's good, but as far as bad things to say about it, just look at the fucking... It's not well written. The acting is shit, except for Phil Hartman, who just plays the scumbag to a T.
It's not true. Sinbad does a good job of
Yeah,
being
he
like the bad guy, but he's not a bad guy.
He's fucking insane, and by the way, if you're a postal worker, you're going to be a little offended.
Come on.
He wears a safari hat.
That was funny.
What about Newman? Are you
Makes sense.
offended by Newman?
Can you
if you're
imagine-
a postal worker?
Yeah!
Mini-Me gets punched across the
It's the
room.
best part of the whole movie right there. When Paul White punches and Paul White that is in much better shape.
He was the giant back then.
Yeah.
He wasn't Paul White.
I think he had to ask Eric Bischoff, I'm going to do this movie with Schwarzenegger, you know, like Jesse Ventura did with Predator. Oh, dude, what's it called? Jingle
All the Way.
You jingle your ass out the way.
Oh, but Hulk Hogan turned it down.
Suburban Commando. He did Suburban Commando and forget it.
And Mr. Nanny. But anyway,
Mr. Nanny, and I actually enjoyed No Holds Barred.
What's that movie?
it's not a good movie, but it's why I like it too.
It's
What's
got
that movie?
Debo in it.
No Holds Barred was the first production movie
For
done
wrestling.
by Vince McMahon
Yeah.
in the WWE.
Anyway,
Okay.
But it's just, overall, it's just fucking bad. And the worst part
Sucks.
about this movie is, as bad as it is, it made fucking money.
yeah, it made tons of money.
It wasn't a flop. You can't call this
No.
movie a flop. The budget was,
because it was relevant.
yeah.
So
It was Christmas.
It was made based off the Cabbage Patch Dolls, but when it came out, Tickle Me Elmo was the crazy thing.
I
so
love
it was
Elmo.
relevant to the
Say
time
about
of
it,
what everyone
Elmo.
was going through, being that person in line trying to get that toy. So that's why it was successful.
First of all,
What
fuck
was the
Elmo.
budget?
I want a Tickle Me Elmo for my man cave.
What are you going to do with it?
I've been waiting, folks, for years for a Tickle Me Elmo, and no one's ever gotten their father.
For the
to
record,
Tickle Me
I
Elmo.
wanted an Oscar Mayer weenie whistle. I didn't get it.
My weenie wiggle.
No,
I don't know what's worse, him wanting a Tickle Me Elmo or him wanting an Oscar Mayer wiener whistle.
I love
I
Elmo.
wanted to wet my weenie.
Fuck Elmo, he stole the show from Big Bird.
That's
Fuck
right,
him.
he did.
The budget for this movie was between $60 and $75 million. It made.
Oh, yeah.
The movie made
129.
$129.8 million.
Yep.
So we can't call it a. We can't.
Wasn't
Can't
a
call it a
flop.
bust.
Yeah, it
You
wasn't a
cannot
flop.
call it a bust.
It was
dude.
not a flop. I cannot.
No. And back then, 129 million
Was a hit.
Was a lot of fucking
First of
money.
all, can you imagine an actor today taking a big
$20 million?
$20 million
Yeah,
for a
not
fucking
happening.
movie? Tom Cruise doesn't get out of bed for less than $100 million.
Yeah, seriously.
How did they spend? What were they spending it on?
Well, Arnold
Where
cost.
did the budget go?
Well, Arnold cost $20 million. Sinbad cost at least $1,000.
That's wrong.
Actually, Sinbad was pretty marketable back then.
Yeah, he had house
Yeah,
guests.
he
had,
really was.
Yeah, he had the first kid movie.
Rita Wilson, I don't know how
Good
much
Burger?
she paid.
Cameo.
He was not. He wasn't Good Burger.
They had to do a lot of.
Big Bad Money.
He was the teacher.
He was.
They had to do a lot of fucking set design for this movie. The parade alone, shooting in they had to get a parade.
That's not.
Nah, that didn't cost a lot of money, bro. They did it in Universal Studios.
Guys, this movie, I'm telling you where the money went. The money went to marketing. That's where it went. Because it was around the holiday season, and this movie took off just like the fucking Cabbage Patch thing took off.
Did it have a decent marketing campaign? I could see where you could market this movie and nobody would know that it was actually really bad.
I remember seeing this preview all over the TV.
All over
back
the
in
TV.
the day.
All over the TV. That's what it was. It's what I went to see it actually in the fucking movie theater.
Seriously, I remember it very vividly. I remember the voiceover guy. In a world where Schwarzenegger can't find the toy.
Yeah, no.
Sounds right.
Bad.
Sounds right.
It's so. That's the only good thing I could say about it. But it's actually a blight on society if you think about it. A movie this bad made that much money
Back then.
This is my ball.
This is my ball. By the way, was that a boy or a girl?
Girl.
I don't know.
Who took his ball?
I'm pretty sure it was a girl.
Was that a girl?
I'm pretty sure.
All I know is he assaulted a toddler for a Super Bowl.
He did. When Santa points that out, that was funny. But the movie has a couple of. It's so just bad.
Say it.
I watch it because of the holidays.
Fair enough.
I won't watch this movie in fucking July.
We're divided here. Me and
Yeah.
Jay
We are.
both are on that.
Yeah.
It was a good Christmas
It was a
movie.
great movie.
You guys didn't like it.
And Carissa, by default, is on my side, too.
Yeah, right. I get where you guys like the nostalgic thing
You're a smelly
with
pirate hooker.
Christmas.
I'm gonna punch you in the ovaries. That's what I'm gonna do.
No.
But at the same time,
Bad. Just say it. Say it, Chris.
look, it is a bad movie. It is a bad movie, but there's things about it that it had its good moments.
Yes, it did.
Had it been somebody else.
I think we're all
fair.
in agreement here.
Yeah,
Arnold
that's
is
fair.
the problem.
Sucks.
There's a little bit of rewrites they could have done, you know.
They could have got Clint Eastwood to play Arnold.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is not a good actor. He's a gimmick actor.
And
Yes,
you
he
know
is.
what? Props to him
And
for
props
making
to
all
him
the
for
money
what?
he
Yeah,
made.
absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
The Rock.
He killed it.
The Rock. Hang on. The Rock is today's Schwarzenegger. If you think about it, Rock is not the best actor.
You're talking about Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Rocky.
Right away, I went to the movie Rock.
Yeah, Dwayne Johnson. He is not like.
He plays himself.
He's not DiCaprio, but he is so good at picking the right movie
I was just going to
roles.
say he knows that, though, and he picks the right movies to
Exactly.
act
That's
in.
why The Rock is
But
so
if he ever
bankable.
wants to be considered for fucking Oscar contention, then he'll start doing actual movies and going to acting classes
But
and
he
doing
can't.
this. But he can't.
Do you know what one of the best movies
Why?
he was ever in was?
Why can't he?
Because he
He
thinks
doesn't-
he's better than he is.
He doesn't have.
We don't know
He doesn't
that.
have the talent.
We don't know that.
He
No,
started
we
a fight on the Fast and the Furious because he thought Vin Diesel was getting too much screen time. Vin Diesel was there way
longer than
before he was there.
First of all, I like those movies when they were about street racing.
yeah,
So,
now
the
y'all
first
are
grade.
now y'all are in the fucking space
International
and,
spies.
international
I
spies.
didn't
And let's
see it
face it,
where-
if we're being realistic,
Yeah.
they all would have been dead after movie 5.
Seriously, yeah.
I didn't see
yeah.
the movie about Mars, was it?
I didn't see that.
Wasn't it?
I,
Fast and Furious and
I
Mars?
lost interest.
Wait, are you for real?
Was that it? No, was that the real?
I lost
movie?
I don't know.
I lost interest when they started parachuting cars.
The
in
last one with
succession.
Paul Walker, and it was the last one I saw.
Seven.
The
The
second
farewell
one.
one. Yeah, that was the
Seven.
last one I saw.
I thought that was the fourth one.
No, that was the
No,
seventh
when he
one.
died.
My
The
favorite
one
is
they
still
did
the
after he
first
died.
one. That one's the best.
I
JJ,
thought they should have stopped at 3. Personally.
The second one was really good. I enjoyed
The
the second
one was good.
except for, no, tell you what, great movie, but I have a hard time believing Tyrese Gibson is a badass. All right.
Yeah, he's a putz. He's a putz. I've met him. I worked with him. No thanks.
Didn't he get into a fight over Cheetos?
No, what he did was he went out and he bought a brand new Bentley Continental GT, which back then was like $250, about $250,000. And then he comes in the next day after
name
parading
Bentley.
it around. He comes in the next day with a fucking one of those like fundraiser containers where you put the pennies in.
Yeah.
One of those fucking
jar.
One of those jars. And says, "Hey y'all,
Jug.
I know it's asking a lot, but can you guys help and bail out my stand-in?"
What? What was wrong with the stand-in?
He got popped for possession of a weapon, a concealed weapon, in Philadelphia.
So why am I going to help him?
He came in and asked us extras.
Why am I going to help him?
Why the fuck would I help you?
Meanwhile, Mr. Bentley.
He started a fight with James Franco on the set of Annapolis.
I do believe he could beat James Franco up.
No, James Franco's a beast in that movie. I saw the guy
in the movie.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about him nowadays. But what I'm saying is, this Tyrese Gibson is a prima donna.
He was good in the end.
Yes.
Or this is the end.
He's a great singer.
You don't cover my stuff.
But, yeah, when
He's
it
a
comes,
good singer.
he's a great singer.
Franco is good
Yeah.
in roles that suit him, like the pothead role. Like he was great in Pineapple Express.
I hated Pineapple.
No, Pineapple Express was funny. You didn't like Danny McBride in Pineapple Express?
Love Danny McBride.
Was he in Sausages or whatever the hell that movie is?
Oh, Sausage
Party.
That was a terrible movie, and I was really looking forward to that.
I never seen
I
it.
was mad about
That orgy scene was
It's bad.
disgusting.
Yeah,
it's fucking rank, man.
When we went to
I felt
see,
like I needed a shower.
Yeah.
I watched that part.
we went to the theater to see this movie.
We did.
And people brought their kids.
We saw
And
it.
I was
We saw it in 3D.
like, and even though like they're sitting there and they're realizing like what this movie is, they're still sitting
They
there.
didn't leave.
And I'm
They didn't
just,
up and leave.
I'm so shocked. I can't even believe that
I heard it was a
people
gross
were
movie.
allowed
not
to
epic.
let their children in.
I was actually offended.
It was like this close to being considered NC-17.
Fucking A.
Let's get back on topic.
So,
I didn't like it.
Okay.
Period. I didn't like Arnold in it.
hang on.
Sorry. He was not believable.
The other casting choices they could have went with besides Arnold, they wanted Robin Williams as...
All right. I don't see that.
As who?
Why? As Howard.
I don't see that.
As
Who did
Schwarzenegger.
you say before?
Tim Allen. Was
Tim
one,
Allen
yeah.
probably would have done really good with this role.
Yeah, I could see that.
I can see it, but
Because he did good with
I can
Christmas
also
in the
see
Credits.
Robin Williams. Come on.
I can't see Robin Williams
Come
doing
on.
this. No.
They wanted Chevy Chase or Bill Murray. Or Steve Martin. They were all considered...
Chevy
for the role
Chase
of-
would have been fucking Turbo Man. So
When I was a kid, I
weird.
thought that Turbo Man was based off of Iron Man.
yeah, or
But-
super, or
but
like a Power Ranger.
It's actually
I'm
based
gonna
off of
go
the
up.
Flash.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm
There you
going to go up to Chuck's house and see his turbo doll. My neighbor has a real turbo doll, folks.
Chuck
and I want to see this.
Life size from the movie Turbo Man in like mint condition.
What?
Yeah, he does.
Jay, can we talk about the size of that
That's so
action
weird.
figure?
Yeah, the fucking action figure is like 8 feet tall, and how the hell are you going to take that in the bathtub and play with your action figures? Who didn't play with their action figures in the bathtub? The fucking thing is the tub.
But you're not wrong.
When the kid is standing next to the action figure and he's holding it, it's like more than half the size he is.
It doesn't even fit in his fucking backpack.
It doesn't. It
Like-
doesn't. What fucking toy? Why was it made that
Do you
big?
remember how big the Turtles action figures were back in
Yeah,
the day?
yeah.
Or, Shirley, you like the troll dolls.
I was a big. I was big.
That's really
No,
gay.
I was big into Street
Shirley,
Sharks
did you actually
personally.
like troll dolls?
No.
No, he actually has a fear
Thank
of the
Christ.
troll dolls. He doesn't like them at all.
Creepy. There are.
Thanks to, what was it, Goblins? Was that movie?
Troll 2.
Your mother
Yeah,
had
with
a
Goblin
troll.
spelled backwards was the name of the gas station.
Nilbog.
Yeah.
Your mother had a
That movie
had
creeped me
troll
out as a
doll
kid.
That looked just like your grandmother. Frightened the hell out of me.
Why'd you buy a new shirt?
Anyway, let's move on.
I like this one. This is Chris Parnell's first movie. Chris Parnell, he's a big voice actor nowadays.
Who's that?
He's in Archer. He's in. He plays Cyril in Archer. Cyril.
Okay, all right.
He does the voice of Jerry, the dad in Rick and Morty.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
He's in.
He was in a movie back in the day.
He was in
called-
Anchorman.
He was in the third installment of
Was he in
Revenge of the Nerds.
He was the
He was in the third installment.
in
of the Nerds.
Anchorman. He was the guy. Ron, how could you say that?
No, you're wrong.
That was Chris Parnell.
You're wrong.
Look it up. Jay.
That's not him.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Look it up.
His name is not Chris Parnell.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not the same guy.
Please stand by for a fact check.
We have a fact check. Wrong. Fake news.
Wrong.
They wanted Danny DeVito, but they canceled that because of the same reason they didn't want Joe Pesci.
The height difference.
Height.
But Danny DeVito was a more consideration because of the way he acted with Arnold in Twins.
I was confusing another actor with the guy. He looks just like him.
I know.
I'll show you the actor.
Am I right?
now. No, yeah, you are.
You just can't win with these fact checks.
I don't give a fuck.
We do our homework. We do our homework.
I'll
It's
catch you slipping up.
he will. No,
he probably will.
I'll catch you
He
slipping.
will. Pop, nowadays me, JC, and Shirley are all fathers, but there's no way we're going to be able to experience with the advent of online shopping and all that. We're never going to experience what it was like to go out and search for that gift.
Hell,
Our kids are never going to know that we're going to be camping out at 12 o'clock.
No,
I was
Best
gonna
Buy.
say the closest.
Everything is Cyber Mondays and Black Friday.
guys, remember when you wanted the Dreamcast?
Yeah.
Me and your mother went
Sega Dreamcast.
all the way down to Philadelphia, up to Allentown. This is all in 2 days' time. We traveled, and I finally wound up paying $700 for that demonstration model.
The closest experience that Mark and I had to it was working retail at Walmart and being on the other side of it. And seeing
Same.
everybody
I worked there
storming.
too. Yeah, I was there too.
The same with them goddamn furry things.
Furby.
Your sister,
man.
Tell them the story about the Furby.
your sister wanted this particular. My daughter wanted this particular Furby. Didn't make no difference to me. They all look alike.
Really creepy.
Anyway, Mom and I found one. She was holding it in her hand at the store, and this guy comes up to her and grabs the Furby out of her hand. And Mom said, "What are you doing?" The guy said, "What are you going to do about it?" She said, "Nothing, but he will." And I'm standing right behind the guy. Give it back. Give it back. I did it
I can't.
I don't want no trouble. Yeah, you got trouble. And I shoved him into the fucking thing, and I went, clean up an hour and 4.
And this was after Mom had Dad out for hours. But we're never going to experience that.
No, Cyber Mondays and fucking
I was gonna
Black
say,
Fridays,
yeah.
man.
You're all cocksuckers.
No, me and the wife were actually shopping the other day, and I even asked him because it was really odd that it was like super like dead in Walmart, and I was like, "This, it's December, beginning of December. Everybody's here," and she's like, "No, because of Cyber Monday, Black Friday isn't really that
and
crazy
because
anymore."
of COVID, Black Friday isn't really Black Friday
We used to
anymore.
love
Now
going
it's-
out on Black Friday.
Now
I
it's
know.
split up into like 4 different events.
We did it
so
in
they do
Beverly-
it throughout the whole month.
We did it in Beverly Hills one time, and let me tell you what,
That's insane.
that was insane.
I can only
It was-
imagine.
It
was
wasn't
insane.
that bad.
What?
For you.
It wasn't that bad.
I was standing guard as
Yeah,
a
he was
fucking
on
combat
guard.
soldier. I was ready to take out Ho Chi Minh or whatever the fuck they want to play with.
I understand, but it's not like we were in.
No, we were in Beverly Hills, people.
Okay.
Like, so we had yuppie assholes, who get angry if you don't, put the fucking latte.
If we've
make it
offended everyone in Beverly Hills, good.
right. I don't give a fuck.
Well, it's not very nice now.
I used to volunteer
Yeah,
to
now
open
it's
the
a
doors.
dump.
I used to volunteer to open up the doors at Walmart on Black Friday.
That'd be
It's like
You
running with
volunteered.
the. It's like running with the
Run-
bulls.
run-
It's fun.
It's like running with the
He
bulls.
worked in electronics.
I was
the
gonna say,
most
Mark and I
popular
worked in
fucking place.
electronics.
Yeah,
so
okay.
we're getting
I was
slammed up against video game cases
Fucking
for
A.
games.
I hated fucking Black Friday because I was a goddamn cart pusher.
Hey,
Oh.
remember that scene in Jingle All the Way where the two employees are
You
trying
still
to hand?
I still hold the fucking record. 154 carts, man.
I'm glad you're proud of your
Me and
car.
Shirley held the record at Kmart.
For getting called nitwits for pushing them in the rain?
Oh yeah. No, remember that scene in Jingle All the Way where the employees are trying to hand out the balls?
He got two! He got two!
I don't
Yeah,
want
And they're
right.
like, me and Shirley, that was us.
Yep.
That was us. Jay, they're all over me.
The guy's using
too.
the guy's using a child's microphone.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
But
I would have threw him in the air.
by the way,
But, yep.
I'm just gonna say this. Can we please talk about poor Booster?
Right? This shit on the whole movie.
He got two. He got two.
Where the hell have you been? I'm sweating like a dog in a Chinese restaurant.
He got one cameo.
There
the
are
whole
some
fucking
versions
movie.
of that movie where they cut that line out.
Really?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
God
Oh yeah.
damn
Yeah,
it.
the television version. Yeah.
That's fucked up. Let it happen.
I love Booger.
You know who they wanted before Curtis Armstrong?
Who?
Gilbert Godfrey. Ugh. I know.
God rest your soul, Gilbert. I can't stand you. I just can't stand
You
you.
really can't, folks. When we were growing up, every time you hear Gilbert Godfrey, my dad would just, put his hand to his head and
So
pretend
you
like
have
he's blowing
nightmares
his
about
head.
Aladdin?
That and
I loved him as Agrabah.
another one of your all-time favorites is in this movie, Martin Mull.
You know,
with a douchebag ponytail.
I mean, well,
Stylish little pony now.
it's a clip-on, guys. Come on.
I don't care.
But
it's
he
hideous.
is actually an accomplished musician,
An actor.
hell of a guitar player.
He's a great actor.
And we recently lost him, too.
We did.
Yeah,
Rest in peace, Martin.
just this past June.
Yeah.
This past June, he died.
Martin, his scene is... You think he really laughs at Sinbad?
Yes. I
And
think
that-
it's a real thing.
You're the one that laughs at
because
my
it's
safari hat.
funny. Because it's funny.
Yeah.
Okay? They shouldn't be wearing them fucking things
Well,
in the
here's
summer.
the best part is, since all of Sinbad's lines were improvised,
So we're Arnold's.
they didn't know what he was going to say. So when he says that line about the safari hat, Martin Mull legitimately...
Yeah, he laughed.
Martin
Are you
Mull.
laughing at me?
No, I recycle. Mr. Ponytail Man!
I'm gonna show my true age here. Mary Hartman, mid-70s. It ran for one season.
Was that a porn?
Anybody's
No.
gonna remember that is dead.
Shut up!
Martin Mull was the husband of Mary Hartman. Horrible. I hated him for that. But you know what?
He was great in Clue.
He
over the-
traditionally
over the
plays
years-
douchebag roles, though.
Over the years, I come to realize that I am a fan of Martin Mull.
Yeah.
He was great in Clue.
He was
Cool
awesome.
Kids.
He was awesome in school and Ski Patrol.
The cool kids.
The cool,
cool-
underrated show. It should have ran for more than one season.
I
you
was
better
so
believe it.
upset.
And
we
now
didn't
two
get
of them
that
are
show.
dead.
Fuck
About
you,
that.
Fox, for doing that because that was a
About
great
that.
show.
Voluntarily?
This movie has star power. I'm not denying.
Oh, that it does.
But the writer and
The wrong
director,
star.
the writer and director of this film, the director is Brian Levant,
Okay.
known for family classics as The Flintstones.
Okay.
Really?
He directed The Flintstones with John Goodman. Great movie. I will not bash that movie.
The movie.
I like the
I know,
movie.
that's what I said. Really?
Rick
He
Moranis
also did
played a great.
Reba
didn't-
Rockbagger.
You didn't like The Flintstones, Chris?
I'm not saying that it wasn't likable. I'm saying that this movie. Why?
Carissa doesn't like anything. She's a
Should we all go into it? Flintstones. Meet
No,
the Flintstones.
He was in. He directed the Beethoven movie, The Dog, Big Dog,
Yeah.
Cujo.
Yeah.
Charles Grodin.
Charles
Rest in
Grodin.
peace.
Rest in peace.
Is he dead now too?
Oh, yeah.
This is the problem with talking about all these old movies.
I'm really getting worried here, people.
And Brian Levant is signed on to do the next addition to the Police Academy movies.
There shouldn't be another one.
The writing in this movie was done by Randy Cornfield.
Oh, the name right there.
Yeah, and if you look at him, he looks like a
How do
cornfield.
you feel about Cornfield? He's a joke. No.
He wrote Jingle All the Way too, but the highlight of his writing career was Eight-Legged Freaks. When the highlight of your writing career is a movie starring David Arquette, he's good and ready to rumble. I'll give you that.
All right, so
So the not great directing, not great writing. You can't put Arnold in a movie like this. I'm sorry.
no.
It doesn't work.
It's not Arnold.
I feel like the only way that you could have kept him in it is if you really made the movie more self-aware. The movie needed to be aware that it was stupid.
No,
the fact that the movie takes itself seriously is the problem.
and originally your family comes from monkeys.
You go,
no,
bro.
no, this is how it works.
What are we talking about here?
Most movies in Hollywood, if they're dumb, they make a joke about how they know that they're dumb.
She's right.
And that's how people enjoy them more because
It's called a
everybody's
spoof.
playing
Yeah,
along.
Mel Brooks made a career out of that.
Everybody's playing along. That's
Mel
how they
Brooks,
should
the
have played this
greatest.
movie. If they wanted to keep him, they could have done that, and they could have really played into it and had a lot better jokes and writing.
For him,
Yeah,
'Cause he-
that were centered around him because
maybe. Maybe.
I'm sorry, but we all know.
I'm not
Wait a minute. If Arnold,
retracting my
we all know he
statement.
sounds like a goof.
if,
Play into
hang
it.
on. If Arnold improvised all his lines, Shirelli, did he improvise the line where he looks at Sinbad and goes, "Oh, poor baby"? The fuck?
I mean, maybe.
Hey, neighbor.
Ted, what the hell are you doing on my roof?
Final thoughts about the movie. My final thoughts about the movie are it's one of my favorite holiday movies. I watch it every year to get into the holiday spirit. I don't give a damn what anybody says about this movie. I personally love it for the holiday season.
Mark,
I want to stop talking about it. This movie is fucking atrocious.
Shirley,
Again, if you take it for
Amen.
what it is, a goofy, fun Christmas movie, it's decent. It's not going to win any awards. It's not a great movie, but...
Did it win the
it's-
raspberry?
Did not get the fucking Razzie. I don't know
It's
what
a
did.
good,
but
wholesome Christmas movie.
He did not get the fucking Razzie.
I didn't like it.
Where's your Christmas spirit?
Would it fly today?
Oh yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
but Arnold Schwarzenegger would be an African American.
victim.
The roles would be reversed. No, you know what they would try to do?
The mailman would be William H. Macy.
Transvestite.
You know what? What? No, that's Willem Dafoe.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And Willem Dafoe is not a transvestite.
He's something.
Tommy B.
I love him. I love the man. He was kissing that guy too good. He was enjoying it too much.
Method actor.
Wow,
He's weird.
that's a method, all right. They were swapping tongues, man.
It was awful.
Yeah, I didn't like the movie. Didn't like it. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
But would it fly today?
Yes, it would.
Yeah,
There's
it
no
would.
reason.
I think it
they would
would.
probably take the bomb scene out.
Yep. Bomb
Oh
scene.
yeah.
Yeah, there's certain scenes
too
that
violent.
wouldn't
Oh, yeah.
fly today.
Too
but
violent, yeah.
Overall, the movie would fly.
The back door Santa, that would be gone. That would be like an abortion clinic or something.
The cop would be made out to be a lot more evil than he really was.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, first off, I can't recite. I could not. I can't recite the fucking
Alphabet backwards?
when I'm so.
No, neither can I.
Okay, so
I'm dying to say to a cop, can you?
if you can do it, you write me a fucking ticket all day long.
the way-
Otherwise, get fucked.
When Sinbad calls him Barnaby Jones, I looked it up to see if he was actually in Barnaby Jones. He wasn't.
He wasn't, no.
I looked it up because I was like,
The dude's a badass, bro.
I believe it.
Robert Conrad is a badass.
Like I said, he almost broke his neck. He fell 12 feet on his head with no
harness, no
nothing.
Yeah, because back then they didn't fucking have them.
He was an authentic stuntman and a great actor too. 'Cause Wild Wild West the series was a great show.
And I know this because I was trained by one of the best.
it would fly today, but they would take Jason Momoa. So think about it.
No, it would totally be Jason Momoa
Or The Rock.
I would rather.
Yeah, he was in the fucking
I
Tooth
would
Fairy, and we
rather
all saw how
watch-
that fared.
I would rather watch The Rock over Jason Momoa.
Of course you would.
So would I. So would I.
Drama, bull loving.
No, so would I.
I don't
You know
like,
what? I'm going to
I'm not a
admit.
fan of Momoa.
Hey, I'm going to be very honest.
Can you
and I think
smell? I love The Rock.
I think Shirley could agree with me on this one. I actually like a lot of The Rock's movies more than I dislike a lot of them. They're good movies.
I was in the
think we
Walking.
touched on
I
that
like.
already.
I
He
like
picks the
Walking
right
Tall.
roles.
I like Walking Tall.
Walking Tall is a good
Walking
movie.
Tall is a
Walking
great
Tall is
movie.
good.
You guys
Walking
ever
Tall's
see the
early
original?
Rock.
Okay.
Today's Schwarzenegger, and they would put him in that role. Kevin Hart would be Sinbad.
Ugh.
Let's be honest.
Oh no.
Kevin Hart's if The Rock's in it, Kevin Hart's got to be
I was
in
gonna
it.
say they've done a couple movies together already, so that makes sense.
A goofy white guy would play fucking Phil Hartman. Jack Black would play Booster.
I know you're Booster.
It would easily fly today, but there are a lot of scenes that they would not be allowed in the movie today. For example, when Schwarzenegger assaults a toddler, that ain't gonna happen
Yeah.
He
today.
didn't
I'm
assault
not
the
good.
toddler.
I'm just trying to get Turbo Man doll.
You see a man who doesn't have a kid with him running through that playground in that ball pit, chasing after one of your kids. What are you gonna do?
You're gonna get cold cocked.
Amen.
I like it when he hurts himself in the movie. He goes, "Ah."
You're gonna get a body block on.
He got two.
He got two.
I will admit, I laughed my ass off whenever when Sinbad hurts himself.
No, when he's running down the street
He's dumping the mail.
dumping the mail, like that terrifies the fuck out of me because that's what a mail guy
Or
would do.
Trying to loosen his load.
Right?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, oh, this little bit of mail is gonna make me lighter.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run faster.
You see the
When he's climbing up the fucking, I'm scared of heights. That was
see Vertigo?
and it would fly today. It would easily fly today. They would PC the fuck out of it,
Yeah,
but
it wouldn't be.
It'd be horrible.
It wouldn't be the movie that it was in '97. Just put it that way. Okay.
That's the sad part. That this movie, even though it's really bad, is probably better than what they would make it today.
yeah, no, I'll give you yeah.
Okay. all
Please
right.
don't do this, Hollywood. I hate
We would see
remakes.
the Tebow version.
Does anybody know
Tebow
why-
version of Turbo Man.
Does anybody know why he picked the name Sinbad?
Actually, it would be Turbo Sin because
Anybody?
Why did he go with the Sinbad?
Why did Sinbad not go with his real name David Atkins instead of?
I don't know.
But he picked Sinbad. Anybody? Because he was a big fan of Sinbad the Sailor.
Oh,
Fuck is
Greek
that?
myth.
What?
Sinbad is. Oh, The Adventures of Sinbad.
Oh.
I think I got it now.
Jim, please.
I doubt it.
Jay, I'm begging you, please read a book.
Get
Yeah.
fucked.
Anyway,
Jerry,
Motherfuckers, I got a 4. I had a 4.0 GPA. Fuck
let's
you.
move
Yeah, but you
on.
went to Exeter.
No, I'm talking about in college.
You have any fun-filled facts for us?
No,
I think I got everything covered.
We're at the scale of lame.
Oh God.
Okay, scale of lame. We do it every episode.
What's less than 1?
There isn't.
Minus.
So there's 1 through 10. Number 1 is never watch again. 2 is God, this was awful. 3 is it over yet? 4, why was this made? 5, you're on the fence. 6, if I'm bored, I'll watch it again. 7, I really liked it. 8, won't forget this one. 9, definite rewatch. And 10, it's a keeper. When it comes to everything on this film, I'm gonna go with.
If you say 10, I'm coming over the table.
No, I'm going with 7. I really liked it, and I don't give a fuck what you think.
That's your opinion.
That's your opinion, and you can stick with it.
You're wrong.
That's why I'm driving the big car,
Mark?
and you're driving the little car.
I'll go with a 2, and that's what's 2?
That's a 2.
Well, that's a 2.
That's a 2.
What's 2?
God, this was awful.
Thank you. And I would also throw in, why was this made?
You can't do that. It's got to be one number.
Then 2.
Shirley?
6.5. I would put it right between those two.
6.5. So
Right
if I'm
between I
bored,
really liked
if I'm
it
bored,
and
I
if I'm
really
bored,
liked
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
If I'm bored, I really like
That works.
He said 6.5.
So
So
if I'm bored, I really like
if I'm bored, I really liked
That was
it.
funny.
Okay, Pop.
I'll give it a 4 because only because
Why was this
I
made?
like Sinbad and I like Hartman and yeah, Belushi, not Arnold.
The cameos in this movie were pretty stellar.
They were.
Vern, we didn't talk about Vern. Mini-Me.
4 is a good
Yeah, we
option.
did.
4 is a good option.
Paul
Why
White
was this made?
launched him across the
That was
warehouse.
pretty funny.
And that it was
Little
funny.
buddy.
It was funny watching the cop chase him under the table and get.
We didn't talk about Mickey.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
I ain't going back to the joint. You hear?
Yeah.
He's right up there with Warwick Davis as
Yes.
far as little people actors.
Yes.
He's right there with Peter Dinklage.
Did you know
He's one of the biggest actors.
Vern
Pun intended.
Vern played Gringlock in Harry Potter? In Harry Potter.
That was Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis voiced Vern's
Oh,
because Vern was too drunk to speak.
Vern Troyer was an alcoholic.
Yeah, that's how he
Dead.
died. That's how he
you know
died.
that?
He died.
Yeah,
I
he's
knew
a-
he was dead.
No, he was a raging.
I thought
alcoholic.
somebody just stepped on him.
No,
He was a
man.
real bastard.
Dude, he was on celebrity rehab for alcohol.
Yeah.
No, seriously, he was, man. That's
Really?
he died because of alcoholism.
Wow.
I mean, they'll tell you a medical term, but he was an alcoholic.
He would drink a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, this dude.
And a 6-pack of beer, and he 2 feet.
I weigh
Yeah,
92 pounds, you dick.
Can you imagine that?
Tony Cox is awesome.
Yeah, he
too.
is.
But he was a real bastard in real life.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't contend to that, or I can't contest.
Who
that 'cause
run Bartertown?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck a green hole is, or whatever the hell you called it. I don't follow Harry Potter. So, any other interesting facts about the movie?
No, but I do have something I'd like to touch on. All of us here own a PS5. I would like to do a shout out
I used
to the. I would like to do a shout out to Sony Entertainment for giving us 30 years of video game.
Amen.
Hey, everybody celebrate!
That being
Hey, you hear that? Get behind him, PlayStation.
Hey, maybe we ought to do one of those wave things.
that being said, please make some more fucking games
Please.
for the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, for the past couple of years, y'all have been bare. Okay, so that'll do it for the show today. I had an awesome time. Thank you, Shirley, for coming and hanging out with us.
Anytime.
Fuck off! I got pills to take.
More than welcome. We had a great day. The next movie up will be.
He's an angry elf.
We'll see you next week. Have a great week.
Fuck off! I got
Later,
pills to
people.
take.
Deuces.
That was really about just a sick world we're living in. Sick people.